What does everyone think?
Brave of you to go through with it when you're already married.
This is Palm Beach, not Provo. When Perry disappeared last season, I had him declared dead for tax purposes. Hi, how are you?
Big fans of both of you. I'm very honored today to speak with both of you as well. And yeah, we can talk about spoilers from episodes 1 through 7. And I just want to say also, this season has been so much fun so far, and I cannot wait to see the rest. So you guys have me on edge. I just cannot wait to see the rest of the episodes. I'm going to start with you, Ricky. Robert, he begins the season as everyone's savior, but by episode 7, he has lost Tom, and then Norma adopts him. In these last 3 episodes,
it's so crazy.
It's just so funny what you just said.
It's so crazy, but I love it.
And then Norma adopts him.
Yeah.
Like it's normal. And then we went to get some milk and Norma adopts him.
Yeah. It's a very normal day in Palm Royale.
Exactly.
In the last 3 episodes, though, does he finally reclaim his agency, or does he sink into the role that Palm Beach or even Norma has kind of written for him? Expectation.
It gets crazier and messier in the last 3 episodes. And I love it. Because, he gets married. But I'm not going to say to who. It's just crazy like that. It's it's very special.
I love how Leslie sort of like blink twice if it's yes. It's like, I don't know.
It's crazy. No, because it's like...
What?
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
That's a lot.
You try to figure out who it is.
I will. It's going to be like a puzzle in my head.
Right? Like, how does it work out?
How
do you find that it does bring you agency, that marriage?
Yes, it does.
Oh. You should be interviewing. You should do the interview for me.
No, I just
Thank you. You know what happens? That sometimes you ask me a question and I answer something completely different. I hope I make justice to your interview.
No, you guys are doing great. Leslie, so Dina does start the season draped in the privilege, and she ends up realizing that money and status can't buy her safety. So as the story barrels towards the finale, does she evolve, or does she double down to save Palm Beach on her own terms and also her own status?
I think a little bit of both. I think Dinah's always evolving. I think that woman is like a cat on a hot tin roof. I love her. I think she always lands on her feet. She might stumble, but she always is upright very quickly. I think at the end of the season, she's really questioning much more than in the end of first season. I think with this power and this money, it hasn't quite brought her what she thought it would. And she's doubling down with somebody that she feels like she has to stay with. And I think it's really scary for her. And it's an interesting, I found her where I said to Abe, I said, it's a real challenge, because it's such a different side of her, the way the season ends, because it's unexpected. I feel like it's an unexpected Dina moment when you see her at the very end of season 2 and what she decides to do. I love playing this character. I just love her. She's insane, and she's vulnerable and weird and funny and dark. And yeah, she's a cat on a hot tin roof.
We all love Dina. We all love Dina.
You know what? I have a funny feeling the two of you are paired together today. You are basically telling me, Leslie, that it's Robert that Dina and Robert get married. And
I love it. I love how you think. I love how you think.
We'll see.
Guys, thank you so much. That is my time today. And,
thank you.
It was wonderful.
Thank you. Take care. I love Collider.
Palm Beach just isn't me.
And we will make a new you.
Guys, congratulations on Palm Royale season 2. I was rooting for this show since the first season, and I'm so happy we got a season 2. So very excited to be chatting with you both today. We can talk about spoilers from episode 1 to 7. And so, Kaia, I actually want to start with you. Early in the season, Dina tells Evelyn that Mitsy's gotten smart. And then by episode 7, we kind of piece it all together. Her picture is in Jed's wallet. It hints at something bigger. How did you want audiences to feel about Mitsy by then? Should they be impressed by her, that she's cunning, or if they should be worried for her? What do you think?
I think it's very complicated. I think that's an interesting line, like Mitsy's gotten smart. I think Mitsy has always been smart. I think that she just didn't reveal that because it made maneuvering easier for her because people underestimated her. I think they're like, oh, she's starting to catch on. It's like, no, Mitsy intentionally was ditzy Mitsy in the beginning. At the core of Mitsy, I think she is in a very difficult position. She is being forced into these very complicated to navigate situations for a young woman, oftentimes controlled by an older man, not being asked by anyone what she wants. So I had a lot of like empathy and most of all respect for her bravery and her intellect and her ability to navigate in a way that helped her empower herself and find her strength and do what was best for her and her baby, whoever's baby it is.
Yeah, whoever. I will say that I love your performance this season. I feel like you're giving Josh as Douglas, a run for his money. And so by the end of episode 7, your character, Josh, is really planning to run away with Maxine while still tangled in this web of relationships between the two women. How do you see that moment? And is it like romantic desperation at this time, or just you're just being honest the first time, he's being honest with himself?
The thing I love so much about Douglas is, besides being a total mess of a human being on every way, I mean, he's really just been a spoiled baby his whole life. But what he has is he has a heart of gold, and that heart truly is in love with Kristen's character, Maxine. And so from the very first moment that they met, he saw his whole life being with her and having children with her and everything. So the idea that he now gets to have a baby with Mitsy kind of just, wildly complicates it, but it fulfills a dream of his. Again, kind of spoiled, like, I can have it all. But what he does, no matter what, at the end of the day, is love Maxine. He just loves her, and he wants to be with her, and he's got these plans to like how he's going to figure out how to have it all. And it's how he creates so many problems in his life is this spoiled sort of baby element that this grown man has. But at its core, it kind of comes from a sweet place, which is love.
He is a man-child, it's so endearing to see. That was such a great performance from both of you. I love the dynamic this season. I will say I'm getting the wrap, but by the end of episode 7, this is a question for both of you. Douglas and Mitsy are completely on different emotional planets now. They're kind of like in their own thing. Without spoiling anything, what can you tease about how their choices this season will come back to haunt them?
I think part of it is Douglas has no idea how to follow his heart because he is just a puppy dog. He's always following his heart, and his heart is telling him multiple things. He's lost as a person in that way. But for her and for our relationship and the fact that, there's a child involved, it's very kind of chaotic and deep, and it's filled with, I think, without giving anything away, it's filled with a big crazy finish, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think for Mitsy, it's really like stopping and asking herself what she wants and what real love looks like. I relate to being a young woman and not knowing what love looks like, or thinking what love looks like, and being completely wrong. And I think that for Mitsy, it's realizing that she first has to empower herself. And so I think that it's just realizing maybe it looked a little bit different than she thought it did. But I think that the consequences aren't necessarily a bad thing. I think that, but there are heavy consequences at the end of the season for every character, good and bad.
Totally. I cannot wait to see the rest. But guys, thank you so much. Congratulations on this show. Yeah. And I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.